And I want you to emblaze this into your brain. You only have one chance to make a first impression.
Okay. What is your name?
Ryan Joseph Garcia.
Ryan Joseph Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You were supposed to be here at what time today?
2 o'clock.
And what happened?
I slept in.
Slept in?
I can admit I was irresponsible.
It's impossible to get up. What did you say? You skateboarded and what happened? You were skateboarding?
Yeah.
And what happened?
My ankle.
Oh, your ankle.
Yeah.
Why are your eyes like that?
Because I haven't had much sleep.
You didn't have much sleep. What time did you go to bed last night?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember what time you went to bed?
It's so much. It's because so much pain.
You got a lot of pain. Are you taking anything for the pain?
No, they won't give it to me.
They won't get. Why not?
I have no idea.
Well, do you need medication for pain?
I mean,
what do you think?
I mean, I don't need it.
Okay, maybe you should go home and rest. I want you to see a guy named Barry tomorrow.
Barry tomorrow?
Barry, yeah, he's the boss. And he will hire you tomorrow.
You will hire me tomorrow?
Probably, yeah. Be here about 10 o'clock.
Alright.
Okay? That's my uncle.
Alright.
Okay?
Alright, cool.
I'm Frank. You see Barry, my uncle. He's the older gentleman. Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, my guy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome you on board.
So, do I have uniform?
Yeah, I'll give you a uniform when you come. See Barry. About 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Whenever you get up, just come.
Alright, cool.
Whenever you get up. If it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whenever. All right?
Cool.
Okay, my guy. Thank you.
Boss man.
Yes, sir.
What is the
pay?
Yeah.
The pay is $25.50 an hour.
$25.50 an hour?
Yes.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. If you could do the job. You know, you got to make pizzas. You got to make sandwiches. You know.
That's good.
Okay? So you see Barry tomorrow.
Alright.
Thank you. Got him! Got him!
Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing, entertaining, delightful, great disciple content.
Hold up. Hey.
A mother's bad decisions almost take her daughter down with her. Nurse Denise Crossland is suing her mother for the value of 2 vehicles. Defendant Dacia Davis says her daughter repossessed her car. Now it's Joe time.
Family problem here. Let's see, Miss Crossland, you're suing Miss Davis, who just happens to be your mother. Problem is that she owes you say, a substantial amount of money because you signed for 2 different motor vehicles, and she hasn't paid either of them off, and you've been stuck having to pay for them. Something like that?
That's correct.
You say that your mother put $700 down and agreed to pay the note of $375 a month to the finance company for a 2006 Ford Focus. So when you were 18, you signed on that. You say that your mother made the first 3 payments, then stopped, and the car was repoed, right?
That is correct.
Your mother told you she still needed a car. So then there's this matter of a 2002 Mitsubishi Lancer.
That's correct.
And that was your vehicle. So your mama demanded it of you, so you reluctantly, you say, agreed to sell it to her for $2,000. Have you been paid your $2,000?
No.
All right, and let's see, that's the vehicle her boyfriend wrecked. So you seek compensation for the judgment against you on the first car that got repoed. You signed a note for her before you really even got any credit worthiness. And in the vehicle that you managed to buy for yourself, she got that and the boyfriend wrecked it. So you're out about let's see, I looked at your liability, it's close to $10,000. Now let's go over here, you're 20 years old, you just turned that. So let's go to the defendant. What do you have to say?
First of all, this is all a lie. I told her, I said, I was paying the car payments for the car. We realized that the car was not worth what they was charging me, so she agreed to sell the car on Craigslist. Second of all, the second car,
Wasn't her idea. That was your idea to sell it on Craigslist.
I gave her that car.
Look, foolish one. Look, foolish one. Stop talking.
Hey, ma'am, don't speak
Immediately,
over the judge.
cease and desist your mouth
He's
usage.
not letting me talk.
Don't
Cease
speak over the
and
judge.
desist.
Wow.
First off, she can't sell it. You can't sell it because you can only sell the property rights, which you had not acquired because the owner of the property rights happened to be the finance company.
It doesn't matter.
When the finance company was paid off, somebody would have had a pink slip and some property rights to something that they could have sold on Craigslist. Neither of you had property rights in this particular item, so there was nothing to sell. That was your stupid idea to try to get her to commit what? That would have been larceny.
Anyway, she
Don't
was
you
gonna...
anyway, me. You listen to me. I'm not going to countenance your foolishness unless you just go along with what you're supposed to be doing. Don't try to get up here and start trying to get snippy because you make yourself look dumb.
Well,
Now, I'm trying to give you some dignity.
I don't need you to give me no dignity.
Well, okay, I don't. Then okay, you fool, keep going with your stupid grind. Come on, tell me. She's going to sell something that belongs to somebody else. Now, you tell me how the hell somebody does that. Somebody else's property, your daughter's supposed to list under her name on Craigslist and sell something that belongs to somebody else. So what does that do but get her a felony
she was
case?
going to sell the car and pay off
She
the car.
doesn't have a car to sell.
She did have the car. She took the car back.
The finance company owns the car.
It
The
was
mother
her
of a
idea,
20-year-old
so who's the
daughter,
fool?
you've never even looked at
was
a
her
registration
idea, so
slip
who's the
where it
fool?
says the owner is the finance company,
Well,
not your daughter.
Like I
so
said,
she's going to take the finance company's motor vehicle and sell it.
It wasn't my idea.
No,
so
it's yours.
she's the fool.
You threw it on her.
And you the fool for believing
She was
her.
18 years old at the time, so I'm a fool for believing it.
Right.
I believe I'm looking at an idiot right now
Looking at
who
two
at
idiots,
39
the
years
idiot
old
that believed
ought
the
to know
idiot.
better.
All right, whatever.
You miscreant, you reprobate, deficient, poor
I'll
excuse
be that.
for
I'll
a
be
parent.
that.
You
I'll
ought to be
that.
ashamed of
I'll be that.
yourself.
I'll be that.
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
You are one of the lowest vermin I've had in front of me in 40 years.
Sorry
you
you feel
are
that
what
way.
they call a scoundrel.
Well, okay.
Bad girls you love to hate today on Judge Joe Brown.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The defendant in this case has more attitude than defense. She seems to think nothing of completely taking advantage of her daughter's kindness. Let's see what the judge has to say.
You still owe about $4,000 on this first vehicle.
That's correct.
She didn't pay you one dime on this Mitsubishi Lancer, and your
How can I pay
idiot
for
mama
something that
let
I
her
gave her? How can I
boyfriend
pay for
use
something that I
your
gave
motor
her?
vehicle.
He didn't get my
now,
permission.
fool, why did you let your
First of all, my
boyfriend
name is not
drive without any insurance
First
protection
of all,
a
my
motor
name is not
vehicle
fool.
registered to your daughter? So you want to pauperize her for the
I
rest
gave
of her
her
life
that car.
because your ne'er-do-well
I gave
just
her
got
that
out
car.
the penitentiary, fool,
I gave
who
her-
happens to be, what, 14 years younger than you, was making you feel good.
Wow.
So you can let him use your motor vehicle. Baby, you can use my car. It ain't even your car. It belongs to your daughter. Now she's looking at a lawsuit against her by somebody she doesn't even know. And you're so lackadaisically stupid and foolish that you want your daughter to eat $5,000, $2,000 of which your boyfriend that you robbed the cradle to get
Wow.
just got out the penitentiary got to enjoy. You are one of the lowest vermin I've had in front of me in 40 years.
Really?
Either representing or presiding over either an arbitrator or a judge.
Sorry
you
you feel
are
that
what
way.
they call a scoundrel.
Well, okay.
To say this with a straight face and then get loud and ugly about, I got something to say. You ain't listen to me. I don't care.
And I didn't finish saying what I
You
had to say.
Look, the only thing you can finish doing is changing this from you have a suspicion that you're dealing to a fool to sure knowledge that you're dealing with a fool. Then it goes to not just a fool, a damned fool.
It takes a damn fool to know a damn
to a
fool.
lifetime of ridiculous behavior because they are such a high level of fool.
If you think.
And it doesn't even have to do with ignorance. It's just deficiency in character. And about this time, with all the babies you've had outside, you ought to think about finding a husband. You're not even 40 years old. What are you ready to do? Have another one? So your daughter's got what? An infant, baby, sister, or brother?
Anyway.
And you stuck back with your sorry, pathetic self. You know, I don't want to look at you anymore here.
Turn your head.
5,000 in your cost, and you get gone. Get it out in front of me. Now, Carl.
This courtroom is now.